Hi everybody, welcome back to another Weigh-In Wednesday. I'm Honjo and I'm so glad you're here. If you don't know, I'm on a bit of a self-discovery, weight loss, body acceptance, therapeutic counseling journey. Primarily my channel is kind of about all of those things, but it's also a way for me to just reflect and have a lot more sort of insight into, well, it has given me a lot more insight into my own behavior and the way I think about things. So anyway, yeah, I'm so glad you're all here. I just got back from lunch with my husband. We went out, we had Thai food, it was pretty good. And before that, I just got back from getting my eyebrows microbladed for the touch-up session this morning. So they're super, super dark right now, but I think they look pretty good. Don't worry, they are gonna lighten up quite a bit. And if you're interested in more about my microblading journey, I'll leave a little link to the video up above. Anyway, so today's video is going to be a little bit back to front because I'm just going to kick it straight off with the weigh-in. Last week I weighed in at 210.3 pounds. This week I weighed in at 212.8 pounds. So yes, that is a gain of 2.5 pounds. The reason that I'm doing it this way is because I want to talk a little bit about why my number has gone up this week, and 2.5 pounds I feel like is quite a lot. Obviously I'm disappointed, I mean, who wouldn't be, but at the same time I'm not put off by this, and I'm not desperately upset about it. And one thing I've learned, so from every day I've been keeping kind of daily sort of journal. I post it on Instagram if you follow me there, and I also post it in the YouTube community page. And I've really found that actually so helpful in helping me reflect, and it's given me a lot of introspection and sort of just I'm seeing the things where perhaps I'm going off course a little bit. So for example, this week, yes, 2.5 pounds. I don't think that I have actually put on 2.5 pounds of fat because I know that I haven't eaten massively calorific food this week. I know that I've kept a pretty similar routine as I have all the other weeks. But yes, it has gone up. So, and we know that weight will fluctuate anyway. I'd love to say that today was just a bad day, but I have been weighing myself every day, and every day my number has been higher this week. So here are the things where I think I slightly fell off track. Number one, I wasn't getting enough sleep. I know I definitely wasn't getting enough sleep because I wrote about it almost every day. I was very tired, and one thing I noticed that from my lack of sleep was I was more likely to go for higher carb foods, and I was also having more kind of sugary cravings in the afternoon. Every day I do have sweet foods. I don't not have anything sweet. I don't sort of cut all that out. But I was noticing I had much more of a tendency to want to eat it and to eat more than I usually would. And I'm thinking that's because of the lack of sleep, and then the sugar obviously gives you kind of an instant rush of energy. So I can kind of attribute the sleep being linked to my eating pattern. And we all know as well, people who sleep, studies have shown, I don't know what studies because I don't have them to hand, but I think we've all read that, you know, people who don't get as much sleep are actually more likely to be overweight. So that's reason number one. Does anyone else get a water mustache? Second of all, water. I fill up that big blue thing twice a day. It holds 50 ounces, and I have 2 of them, which gives me 100 ounces. I have been drinking enough water this past week, but I've noticed that I haven't been drinking it straight from the morning. I've been out and about in the mornings, or I've had things going on where I've been distracted and I haven't really been wanting to sort of need a wee all the time. So I've put it off until afternoon, like 1 o'clock, until I get started. So then I'm trying to pack all my water drinking from 1 o'clock until 9, 10 o'clock at night, which is a tremendous amount of water. And I do it. It's not too hard for me to drink that amount, but I think where I'm not spacing out my water throughout the day, it's not helping my digestion. It's not helping, get me prepped ready for lunch. It's not helping getting my body, all my bodily functions moving. I realize that sounds like I'm talking about poo. That's not what I'm talking about. I meant sort of all my digestion and all my sort of inside systems going. So I also think that not drinking my water or not starting to drink my water early enough has also contributed. The third thing is, and I know, I love sausages. I keep buying sausages, and I just bought these smoked ones. I went to Costco. I mean, Costco will be the devil of me, won't it? Is that a saying? Anyway, Costco's a nightmare. I don't know if you've ever tried to shop at Costco with the idea that you're just going to go and get a few bits in mind. You've got a shopping list, and then when you get there, it's like a playground, isn't it? You walk around like, ooh, yes. Ooh, I need some self-heating slippers. Wonderful. Ooh, a gazebo for the garden. Pick me up one. Costco has everything, and you want to buy everything. It's really exciting. And I feel like that, but about the food at Costco. So, you're always on the lookout for what's new. And for some reason, they had tons of smoked sausages this previous 2 weeks ago when I went. So I picked up a few packs of different smoked sausages because I love them. Ooh, but I don't think they're good for me. I mean, I know sausages aren't good for me in terms of all the nitrates and preservatives they have. I don't really know what nitrates do. I think that's sodium actually, isn't it? Anyway, but I also know it's got a lot of sodium. If nitrates aren't sodium, then yes. Hold on, I'm going to check this out. Okay, so I was right. So nitrates is a type of sodium that is used to help preserve meats like in jerky or sausages or other processed meats, which is why it's bad for you. So yes, I've been eating these sausages, just like 1 or 2 sausages a day, like with my lunch. Usually 1, but like I said, I've been sort of being a bit wanting to eat more, even though I knew I didn't really fancy it. And I think all that sodium has been holding onto the water inside my body. Plus, couple that with the fact that I haven't been drinking my water as regularly or, sort of from the beginning to get everything out. I think that's probably contributed to it as well. It's like I said, I'm pretty sure I have not put on 2.5 pounds of fat this week. I'm not saying that the scale is going to drop by 5 pounds next week necessarily, but hopefully the number will be looking a little bit more positive next week. And just side note, got this fun little mandolin. My husband just got it off Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's not like Captain Corelli's one. But I'm looking forward to making some fun salads with this. I think you can make some nice Asian salad type things. So I'll make sure I show you what I make with this. I think there's a celery one my husband wants to make. I think it's celery with a bit of sesame oil and maybe a little bit of salt. The kids absolutely loved it. My mother-in-law made it the other day for them, and they could not get enough. So that'll be one way to get veg in them. And it looks really fun. So I'm pretty excited to use this. And then I guess the final thing that possibly hasn't helped this week is, hormone fluctuations. I don't know what's happening inside my body at any given time, but I know that we are prone to have hormone fluctuations, which can also sort of affect our weight. Oh, and plus because I think I've eaten more carbs, we know that the carbs holds on to the water molecules. Is it glycogen or something? It holds on. So that's why people who do low carb diets tend to lose a lot of water very quickly, because it's water. It's your cells dropping the water cells or something. I'm not a scientist or a doctor, so I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, so onwards and upwards with next week. We'll just keep going on, keep doing what we're doing, because it has been working out pretty well so far, with the exception of this week, obviously. But I'm going to keep walking, going to keep trying to walk further at the weekends. If you haven't already and you are interested in signing up to do a 5 or 10K, I'm doing the 10K. It's the Save the Chubby Unicorns. You can watch my video, I'll link it, from last week where I talked about it's a virtual 5k or 10k depending what you want to do. There's still time to sign up if you like, but I'm thinking of setting a date sometime at the end of June. I know quite a few of you have signed up with me, so I'm really excited about that. I'll leave also a link in the description box below for that as well if you're interested. But yeah, so I hope everybody else is having a good week, and I will see you all soon. Bye.